here we are in South Beach. Good shot there of the Miami sign. Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Miami Heat defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. And this matchup with the Hornets. Of professional basketball from Robinson.
Yeah, and whether he has friends and family in the crowd tonight or watching at home, I know a lot of people are proud of this young man. He's worked so hard to achieve this goal.
Yeah, and the future's bright for him, Greg. Not just tonight and not just this season, but for years to come.
The Heat trail by 10. Well, with Freak Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor, and Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid in anything when it comes to basketball.
And look, Joe Johnson last season, not his best statistically, but boy, did he show some heart. I mean, he was one of the catalysts for Brooklyn making the playoffs, especially when Brook Lopez returned healthy and the two could play off of one another.
Shot's good by Walker.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Passes it to Robinson. And Marvin, and what a feeling it's got to be as we get to see the very first NBA bucket from Robinson.
You know, there should be a lot more of those ahead. I mean, he's no flash in the pan, guys. I mean, he's going to be around this league a long time.
Certainly appears that way to me, too. I mean, he's got the confidence and ability of a player who's capable of being a fixture in this league for years.
And the Hornets making a change here. Lynn's checked in. Now the dish to Williams. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Talking about Joe Johnson, I'm not going to lie. Last year wasn't one of his best statistically, Clark. His shooting accuracy was on the low end. His turnover numbers were high. It wasn't very pretty.
But for Joe, Kevin, I don't think it was about the numbers last year. It was about wanting to compete and to win. And he's developed a champion's will over the years. And I would like to see him finally achieve his goal of maybe winning the championship. I think he deserves it. He's been consistent. He's been solid. And now you see some maturation with him as well.
Stoudemire dishes to Robinson. No dice from the high post. Charlotte leading by 7. Now in transition is Lynn. Here we go. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Here's Lee. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Robinson against Lynn. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Charlotte shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That free throw, no good. He hits the 2nd from the line.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
And that is always a good recipe for offensive efficiency and a key to their lead tonight.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Fires from deep. Can't get it to go.
Give it up for your Heat dancer.
Well, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I want to go, to be the best player and the best teammate I can be. But this is an exciting first step, no doubt.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective from most rookies. Going with the whole new group on the floor. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Marvin Williams is checked in for Cody Zeller. Batum comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Lamb. And Walker subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Robinson in at point guard. Johnson is out there with Winslow. Then it's Stoudemire. And it's Green in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
And Charlotte's defense, it didn't really start out incredible last season, but over the course of the year, they climbed the ranks, and by the end of the year, they were a force.
And Walker kicks to Jefferson. Lee passes to Williams. Nifty move. The shot is off. Stoudemire with the defensive effort. And Clark, you don't think of too many of the Hornets' lockdown defenders, MKG being the big one, but they defended well over the entire season.
And for them, Kevin, rim protection was a big factor. They were a top 5 team in the league in forcing missed shots at their own basket.
A shot by Williams, no good.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Boy, they've come out of that locker room with a hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And for Gerald Green, another productive year last season coming off the bench. Though it was a smaller role, a small step back from the season before when he started over half the games for the Suns.
Well, there was a log jam in Phoenix at the wing position last season. He certainly matured, though, as he never complained about not starting, just went out and did his job.
Here's Walker. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point. The Heat trail by 7.
For Gerald Green, it's hard to not think about the star that could have been. The 18th pick in the 2005 draft, right out of high school. It was basically athleticism and upside in his game then. He's finally made it in the NBA now, but has improved with skills and guile in place of explosiveness.
And Walker kicks to Batum. Pass to Lee. Out to the wing. And a wide open look for Walker. Drops in the tray. And now it's a 10-point Charlotte lead. Miami's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Inside, Green kicks to Johnson. Robinson for 3. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And the first half is now in the book.
Give it up for your Heat.
The second half just about to get going here.
What a game here for Walker.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Lynn. 16 seconds left in the fourth. On the court for the Hornets. Williams down low with Jefferson. Lee out there with Jeremy Lin. And it's Batum in at the... three, the small forward. And they go to the intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Simply delaying the inevitable here, Greg. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
5 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Johnson for 3. A shot, no good. And so it's Charlotte with the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Kemba Walker. He was the engine that drove this team the whole night, and his teammates had no problem harnessing the power of that motor.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
Kemba Walker's game is all about desire, and you can see it. He wanted to win tonight. He ran the show so beautifully. He made big play after big play. His quickness and ball handling is probably top 5 in the league.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.